Tonight, a story of hard work and broken promises.
The men you're about to meet say they're no longer able to work. In some cases, they were injured on the job, and they thought their union disability plan had covered them.
But as the Fox 9 investigators discovered, the Brotherhood was missing in action. Here's Tom Lydon.
Come on, dog. Get out there.
Bad luck by itself didn't cause Stephen Baker to lose his job, lose his home, and wind up with his family living in this RV park next to Mystic Lake Casino.
What did they say to you?
In fact, he never knew he was even taking a gamble.
I don't know. It's just scary. It's scary. You know, my family isn't taken care of.
You're really worried about that?
Yeah. More than a little.
I seen a man who went to work one morning and his life got changed.
It was October 2001, and Stephen Baker was working a job here at Kaplan Scrapyard in St. Paul. They were moving a printing press when suddenly the printing press fell on his arm, crushing it. Doctors nearly amputated Stephen Baker's arm that day. 7 years and 7 surgeries later.
Oh, it just killed me.
His right arm is a source of constant pain, and as fate would have it,
I was home on leave.
his left arm was injured in the military.
She had to tie my work boots on. That was almost humiliating. But to do what you got to do.
3 doctors say Baker's unable to work. And after paying union dues for 20 years, he figured he'd get permanent disability.
This is the file that I've kept on Steve's papers and everything.
But the Bakers got only paperwork, no money. And they're not the only ones.
It's overwhelming. And
this is just part of it.
Ron Salveson is in the same union and suffers from degenerative discs in his back and neck. Doctors say it was brought on by 20 years of operating heavy equipment. Today, his life is filled with pain
Vicodin,
and pills.
oxycodone. It's kind of comical. My wife hears me scream throughout the night, and I don't even know it, of pain.
To save money, the Salvesons moved into this townhome in Forest Lake,
so right up there,
across a cornfield from the larger home they gave up.
we sold it and downsized to this because Ron couldn't work. So before we'd lose it, we just sold it.
A few miles down the highway in Ham Lake, Greg Domino just wants to get out of his basement. A carpenter paralyzed in a car accident last summer. He says he's gone bankrupt fighting his union.
Psychologically, it's destroying me. I can't take it.
All 3 men
What to say?
beaten down by red tape.
I don't care. I don't even care if I go outside.
All 3 have qualified for Social Security disability, yet all 3 have run into roadblocks getting disability payments from their unions.
It's like a circle. You just keep going around and around.
All 3 men eventually discovered what we found out, and that is their unions really weren't calling the shots at all. It was a company that administers their pension and disability fund, a company called Wilson McShane, located right here in Bloomington, up there on the 5th floor. Hi, how are you today? Wilson McShane is a major player, handling workers' comp for more than 250 contractors and 40 local unions.
These guys are they're hurting, and they've been waiting a long time.
I don't have anyone available at this time.
Okay, well, let me know if anyone from Wilson McShane can get back. Wilson McShane never did agree to an interview.
The union management, there's 2 blades on them. They cut both ways.
So the Fox 9 investigators went undercover with Stephen Baker when he appealed his case to his union, which can override Wilson McShane. Behind closed doors, a Wilson McShane rep got 45 minutes. Baker got just 5.
Make it quick when I'm trying to tell the rest of my brothers that they're out there without a safety net because their disability pension doesn't work. Short of being in a coma, there's nothing there for you.
Attorneys who handle such cases say the problem is a federal law called ERISA, the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. It sets up an administrative process that can last years. Only then can you file a case in federal court where you must prove the administrator was arbitrary and capricious in denying your claim, a very high standard. Even if you win, the fund only pays what it owes. No punitive damages, no attorney fees, creating a built-in profit motive for administrators like Wilson McShane to pick apart the cases for as long as they can.
All these members think that they have a disability benefit, but the plan administrator, Wilson McShane, keeps saying something else. They keep interpreting the plan a different way, and they're allowed to interpret it however they want.
Last summer, it turned downright criminal. A renegade Wilson McShane employee, Colleen Riek, was convicted of embezzling nearly $900,000 from Wilson McShane by setting up fraudulent disability claims, all to support her gambling habit. One of Riek's former clients was Greg Domino, who is still waiting for a specialized medical bed and a wheelchair of his own.
I keep calling him and telling him I'm going to end up back in the hospital if you can't you just give me a bed? You know, I've been paying benefits for 20 years.
If you're receiving this video, it's because I need your help in a quest to obtain my union benefits.
Stephen Baker has even taken his case to YouTube for anyone willing to listen.
I was the go-to guy at work. I was the guy that they sent out on the tough job.
They're proud men who wore hard hats, paid their dues, and thought they had a brotherhood behind them, not a bureaucracy.
I'm not the only wife out there that has a husband that's sitting in bed that can't get up.
Now all the dreams they worked for seem just out of reach, like that house across a frozen cornfield.
Is it tough for you to
Very tough.
see that?
Yep.
After years spent trying to get their problems resolved, a lot's happened to these guys in the last couple of days as we've been preparing our story. The union overrode Wilson McShane and agreed to pay Ron Salveson $57,000 and give him permanent disability. Same with Stephen Baker, who's been offered $42,000. He's turning it down, saying it's only about a quarter of what he's owed. As for Greg Domino, he was recently hospitalized again and is still waiting for his bed and wheelchair. I'm Tom Lydon for the Fox 9 Investigators.